Hi everyone, welcome back, and at UKG 2021 again, we've run into someone we've spoken to before.
Hello.
It's Marcus from Glue Donut. How are you, mate?
I'm doing all right, thank you very much.
No worries. Last time we spoke to you on our show was when you were bringing your card game line to the Expo for the first time, but you've got a completely different kettle of fish this year.
It's not quite a card game, is it?
No, horror in the library.
Cards in it?
Yes. I think this is a bit of a passion project of yours, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
So why don't first of all you tell us what the game's all about and then show us how it's played?
Yeah, okay, so Horror in the Library is a Victorian themed horror game.
Yep.
It's a tile-based card collecting game. And the premise of the story is this, that we've been invited to the mansion of the Mad Professor. And after a lovely meal, at the end of it, he reveals his nefarious plans for us.
Oh.
That he wants to use us as human guinea pigs in the library he's constructed, and he's summoned creatures from the netherworld that are lurking around and ready to pounce on us.
As any good Mad Professor would do.
Exactly. And unfortunately, at the end of his denouement, we find out that he's actually drugged us. We pass out, and then we wake up in the library. And when we wake up in the library, we have a letter in one hand and a strange clock in the other.
Oh, okay.
When we look at the clock, we realise it's called a fortitude meter, and the letter in our hand is from the Mad Professor, and he tells us what items we need to find to be able to search the bookcase, collect these items that we need, and then make our way to his study and escape through the portal.
Right.
Otherwise, we're to spend eternity browsing the books.
Some people might like that, but not
Indeed,
everyone.
chance to catch up on reading sounds a good idea.
Yeah. If it was a library of board games, that would be even better.
Oh my goodness, we'd never want to leave, would we?
No, we wouldn't. So, how do the players accomplish the goal of escape?
Right, okay, so every turn we have 3 actions, okay? So, first action is a move action.
Yeah.
So, we can move through a door like that, as we'd expect, because it's an open door, but it is a horror library, so we can dematerialise and pass through, but it will cost us 1 fortitude point,
Right.
okay? The other moves that we can do is that we're able to control the library. So it's an ever-changing library. So if I wanted to get into this room, the door is actually closed. So what I can do is I can rotate a tile 90 degrees. That would be one action, and then move through, that's another action.
Right.
Okay. The tile rotation is either adjacent tiles or the tile you're in. Move. The next thing is look. So we can look at mirrors and we can look at pictures.
Yeah.
So there's a mirror, there's a picture, there's a mirror. Now, if I look at a mirror, so mirrors are gateways to the spirit world. So if I look at that mirror, I can go from any other room with a mirror to another room with a mirror.
Right, okay.
But it costs -2 fortitude.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Well, my counter is in the red zone. So when my counter's in the red zone, I can't search.
Right.
So I won't be able to look at the bookcase, and I won't be able to look at the drawers. So I won't be able to get pages, and I won't be able to get blessings or curses, okay? So I need to fix that. And the Victorians had the brilliant idea. They loved art, as you know, and art restores the soul. So we look at a picture, okay? And we roll the dice, it doesn't matter which one you use, roll the dice to work out how many points we get. 1 to 2 points, 1 point of fortitude.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 3 to 4, 2 points of fortitude. 5 to 6, 3 points of fortitude. Okay, so we can soon roll. So if we wanted to on our turn, we could do a look, a move, or move, look,
Yep.
or look,
Yep.
or move, search, whatever. Okay, but up to 3 actions. Okay, so we know about moving, we know about looking. Let's talk about searching in the game. So if I put down my search marker there on the bookcase and I'll record the search there,
Yep.
I can then roll the 2 dice, and then I look at the bookcase that we've got on the table. So that tells me 5, 5. So I go 5, 5, and that tells me I've got a black page.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got my items here that the Mad Professor's told me I need to find. I then look to see if they match. If they do match, I then put them in the picture frame, and that locks it. Nobody can steal that from me. I then turn over the item, and then I've got that next item.
Got it.
If it doesn't match, I then simply put it at the side like that. Okay, so that's searching a bookcase. Now, the thing about searching is each time I search, I'm imparting psychic energy into the room. There's a critical mass, which is in a 2-player game to 3-player game, 3 tokens. It kind of spoils the narrative flow a bit when I say it like that. For a 4 to a 6-player game, it's 4 tokens.
Right.
What the important thing is, when there's a critical mass, monsters come.
So it's like, they're being alerted to go to the room.
Exactly right. They've been alerted and attracted to what you're doing. So if I do a search in the drawer, it's slightly different. So again, I put down my search marker to number 2, but rather than rolling the dice, we go to our lovely antique Victorian velvet bag and have a jolly good rummage.
Okay.
There's nothing like a good old rummage. Okay, I pull out a coin. So we can see that's a B for blessing. It matches the card name.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got blessings and curses. Blessings, if we have a look at the deck, as you would imagine, they would do nice things like restore our fortitude or give us a lockpick so we don't have to lose -1 fortitude passing through a door. Or give us a dice nudge. So that might help us on the cards there, or give us a boost on our fortitude. So we can, it's flexible, we can use that how we like. We also get a free travel. So that means we can go mirror to mirror without losing the game fortitude. Okay? There are other blessings that will protect us from things. So let's have a look at the curses. So obvious curses is you'd expect to be scared by a monster.
Yeah.
Of course, they're that horrible pus beast. Or the canker spider, delicious.
Ooh.
Or be trapped in a room for the next turn. But there are also other strange ones like losing our fortitude to pointless in the black mirror of the abyss. But there are other cards that which we keep, like the poison, the knife, and the revolver. We can use those against other players. Now, why would we want to do that? We do that when players have got cards that are outside of their picture frame.
Okay.
Now, we can take those and damage their fortitude, so it becomes competitive.
Gotcha.
It can be cooperative when people find there is a mutual exchange to their benefit, and they can do that whenever they like. When you have pages outside of the picture frame, the idea is that you're then creating sets. So you could have 2 of the same colour, 3 different colours. If you have a set, you can then use an action, a search action, but rather than rolling the dice to look for pages, you take your set and you exchange it at the books,
Okay.
and you take the page you need and then put it in there.
Right.
Okay? So, as I said, when you're looking, when you're searching, so when you're searching through the bookcases or the drawers, you're imparting this energy. So when another player comes along and they put a search marker down like that, there are 3. If that was a 3-player game, there'd be 3. So what happens then? So there's 2 of us in the room, for example. Then a monster is summoned, like the spider. Or shall I swap that for the maggot child?
Okay.
That is the favourite of the show. Everybody loves the maggot child. Creepy. And what happens then is we all take a hit on the fortitude.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so then you'd want to get out of the room. That's understandable. But say somebody there has got all their items and we don't want them to win the game, and we're too far away from them to use a curse against them. What we can do is enter the room, take the hit on entering through a closed door, take the hit from the maggot child, and then roll 2d6 to see if we beat it. If we get 6 or over, we can then beat the maggot child and put him in this room so he can gnaw at your trouser leg and scare you and take you possibly where you are there. You'd be in negative fortitude, so you wouldn't be able to go into the portal and win the game. So we can use those monsters tactically. Once we've used all of the level 1s, the level 2s come out to play. And we can put those, when we win, we can put them anywhere we like.
Gotcha.
Okay? So that means then when somebody meets a winning condition and they've gone into the room, they have to make sure they've got enough positive fortitude, and then they have to then roll to see if they conquer both of the monsters. And if they do, then they've won the game. And that's it.
Simple as that.
Yep.
So, from what I remember, you've been working on this for at least 2 or 3 years, I think?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 3 years in total.
3 years.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So, Kickstarter, I believe, is on the horizon?
It's on the horizon. We're aiming for, well, Halloween seems an appropriate
Very appropriate.
date, if everything comes together. We do have a sign-up page on our website, so people can either just look and see what's going on, or if they want to join the mailing list, they're very welcome to, and we'll keep everybody up to date.
And the URL for the website
is bdgame.uk.
.uk. And social media?
Our social media, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram.
Super. I'll put links to everything in the video description.
Lovely.
Marcus, pleasure to see you again.
And you.
Thanks very much for joining us. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.